keep up. Please don't crash. That's 5-0 on your ass. Don't get stuck. My shit blasting.
Yeah. What's the deal, everybody, man? This is Ricky Montoya checking in, aka the Fooest of all bears, and you are now tuned into I Think You're My Driver podcast, man. In today's episode, we have Who's in the Passenger Seat. So go ahead and introduce yourself, passenger.
Solo Monae.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. The weather is shit. It's ass. Some bullshit.
Good old Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, this is terrible.
Oh, man. And you know what? Me thinking about this more, especially now that we're getting into tornado season, how does that make you feel right now?
I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here.
Oh, man. Well, shoot, if you were to get up out of here, where would you even go to?
Oh, my God. So I love places that feel like home. And so little do they know, like, when it comes to the Midwest and the down south,
Right.
I feel like Oklahoma is like offspring of like the mixture of them both. Like it's the southern, also it's Midwest. So like I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. Like I love going to Texas, and not gonna lie, like even Florida, it's like it gives me tropical country vibes.
Facts.
I love going to Florida, but it's crazy as fuck out there. Motherfuckers is insane. So I'm going to have to go ahead and say, I want to go up north. I want to go to I want to say Baltimore, Maryland.
The land of the U's.
Yeah, it's crazy up there too, but I'm trying to get farther away from the shit. And so, yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
No, I feel it, man. And you know what? Honestly, moving here from another state and experiencing Oklahoma as an outsider, I don't blame you for wanting to go elsewhere because there's a lot more nicer things. Not now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you said that you're like born and raised out here. Is it Oklahoma City or just Oklahoma?
Oklahoma City.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a story that I want to hit you with. You may have heard this being a resident here. Did you ever hear the story about the Mathis brothers?
No.
Oh, okay. So give you a little bit of background. So the Mathis brothers, the youngest sons of the guy who owned Mathis Brothers, the store, their sons, whenever they were in college, they were pleading for some kind of fraternity. I don't know what the hell was part of this ritual that they were supposed to, but one of the Mathis brothers had a hamster inserted in his ass.
I can believe it. I can. Take it that I graduated from PC West, and everybody knows what PC West had going on. So,
Hey, fill me in. What's going on at PC West? I'm not from here, so.
okay, so Putnam City West, they had a little scandal of like similar shit. I'm not gonna lie, like the football team had some hazing going on, and
For
so
real?
they decided to stick a broomstick up a freshman's ass, and then the senior says this hasn't happened. I mean, let me correct myself. This isn't the first time it happened, so let it happen.
What?
So I guess that's the first time they got caught and it got outed out. It was a coach that got fired. It was on the news. And when somebody told me, we were sitting in class and they was just like, we made the news. And I'm like, bullshit. Bullshit. I pull out my phone. I'm like, PC West. And then boom, first thing that popped up. And I'm like, what? This is some sick shit. Like, this is some shit that somebody would, be like, nah, I'm just kidding. Fucking with you. No, that was real shit. And so take it that shit has happened in the past and nobody exposed it, but this is the first time it was getting exposed. It was crazy. So I can believe it.
Man, that's just like so weird to me because I hear so many of these stories out here in Oklahoma for some reason. What is in the water out here? Tell me.
I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of like, I feel like it has came from like old timey traditions because I'm not going to lie, like Oklahoma is one of those, first of all, it's a red state.
Okay, fair enough.
And so there's a lot of like old timey traditions when it comes to that stuff. So I feel like whoever was doing this shit back in the day, they instilled it in the minds, and these young people, they really take it to heart. Like it's serious shit.
That's a fact. Like, I don't know what it is about like families that have money. It seems like the kids or the parents are always into some weird ass shit.
And they make it be known that this is what we do. So when you have your kids, make sure that they keep this family tradition. Like the fact that it's still going on, that means they instilled it in them. They pounded them and told them, you need to keep this in the family.
They were pounding it to them for real. That's fucked up.
No homo.
No Diddy, you mean? No Diddy. Come on now.
No.
That's funny. No, because it's like, I don't know. Have you ever seen the show Euphoria, for example?
No, but I seen like little clips on the internet, and I'm like, this
Okay.
is crazy. I seen the clip where the dad got outed, and he was like talking to men and women.
Exactly.
I
So
was like,
that's
what?
exactly what I was just about to say. So, like, basically, to give you some background, the dad, he owns the biggest construction company in that local town. So he's, the big man on campus, so to say. So making all this money, he's disconnected from his family, but really deep down, he likes men. Like he had a boyfriend in like college, drove like one of those Barbie Jeeps with no top on it and shit like that. I think they call it like a beach cruiser, I think is what it's called. And he the show opens with him literally like beating down this trans girl. Like the like first 7 minutes of the show, he's beating down somebody, and
Okay.
his thing was trans women, and he had like a library of them on like DVDs, VCRs, and his son knew about it very young and kept the secret for years until he got outed, and basically was like, "I've known about this. I discovered your collection." And I was like, "What the fuck is it about people with money that they just have to get into weird shit?" Have you noticed that?
I noticed it. Like when it comes down to it, any weird shit you can think of, they dibble and dabble in it. When it comes to motherfuckers in the higher ups, they love children. They love like gay people. They like all type of weird stuff. And cannibalism, it's just like anything normal, exit out.
Exit
No.
out.
Like
Man.
anything normal, anything like sane.
They're like,
So
we got money, so we're eating different over here.
yeah, different for real.
That's insane.
Different tastes for different race. I'm like,
Different tastes or different race. You're crazy. Man,
crazy.
I don't know. It's just like such an interesting thing that you would never think really goes on. And I don't know, have you been paying attention to all these like outings since this whole like Diddy situation has started? Have you paid attention at all?
Yes. Okay. So one of my favorite like social media people, Drewski.
Oh yeah, shout out
Oh
Drewski.
my God.
Oh yeah, wait, he got inserted in the case.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was like, what? But if we want to be honest, Diddy, he likes like people who's up and coming. Like it was weird. I seen Krishan Rock at his party one time, and it's just like you don't think that these people are in that circle, but you would never know because when you're on social media, you don't know who's looking at your page. You don't know who's looking at your content. So like you could post a video here in OKC, and somebody in Australia is going to see it. So when it comes down to that social media following, you don't know where it's going to take you. I say that to say I'm not surprised that Diddy and Drewski may have crossed paths because when you're out and I heard Diddy don't discriminate.
Oh, okay.
I heard he don't discriminate. So he might have caught his eye. He might have sent him some money or something. I didn't look too deep into the files and the case because I really like Drewski. And you know, when you look for stuff, you find stuff.
Yeah, what do they say when you go searching, you find what you don't? What is it saying?
I don't even know, but I know what you're talking about.
You go searching, you're gonna find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
And I was like, I don't even want to see.
facts. And growing up, I never really paid attention to Diddy, but now like this is like trending, so I'm seeing it all over TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and whatnot. And I'm starting to see that like with the interactions he's had on camera, this has been a very reoccurring thing. Like, I don't know if you've seen the conversation when it was him, Jadakiss, Fabulous, and somebody else at like the drinks Tams table. He sits down and he was like, "What's up, daddies?" He was like, "Why does nobody want to party with me no more?" I'm like, "I've been hitting you up for years, been calling somebody, and they're shaking in their boots, not even want to look at this guy in the eye." And I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck has he done to everybody?"
I seen that. I seen it was like Fabulous was like, I came and partied with y'all. He was just like, but you ain't party with us
You
though.
ain't partied with us.
And then they got quiet. I was like, what? Wait, what the emphasis on party mean?
Man, that guy's insane. Just
That mean? What does that mean? But then I know I don't want to know what it means.
seriously. I mean, shoot, a lot of these shows will show us, but I don't know. I just feel like some of it is just like, why is it that this point now where we're at is where you decide that you're just gonna put all this stuff on Front Street for us to see? But this has been going on for over 20 years.
I feel like there was some type of, disruptance behind the scenes.
For sure.
Somebody wasn't obeying. I'm going to use that word, obeying.
Obeying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody wasn't obeying. Somebody stepped out of line. Somebody's not happy. So I feel like this is the ripple effect of when somebody don't fall in line. Somebody didn't play, their role. And I feel like now we're seeing the outcome of it. And I hate that. I like when stuff was on the hush hush.
For real.
You keep your dirty ass laundry to yourself. So now it's on the front street. Everybody's seeing it. Like, everybody knew. Like, back in 2014, everybody was talking about Illuminati triangle, Rihanna. And then it's just like now the proof is in the pudding. Like, we see it on... I hate that court documents is so accessible. Like, oh my God, you can go find what you're looking for.
Have a paperwork party.
You can see everything. And so, we already knew. We knew. Diddy has been known for killing Biggie.
Okay. Yeah, let's get to it. Let's unpack.
He's been known for being the reason like so many people have passed on. But when it comes down to it, he still remained at the top. So now that we're seeing him, facing all this time, him getting some payback, because a lot of these people, they're stepping out. They're like, hey, I got evidence. He did this to me. This happened at the party with the woo. And so it's just like, yeah, he made somebody mad.
For sure. It almost makes me wonder, like, what goes on in the rooms. Because, like, I heard this thing from a comedian once where they say, like, when, like, a president gets elected, the first thing that they do is they bring them all into a padded room and tie them to a chair and just sit them in front of a screen while it's a bunch of Secret Service agents, and they play the assassination of JFK from a different angle to be like, hey, you want to step out of line? This is what the fuck's going to happen to you. You think we weren't a part of that? So it's like...
What?
That's a comedian joke, but it's also like one of those things where it's like, what if this stuff is really happening though?
See, that's crazy. I feel like when it comes down to it, there is some truth into jokes.
For sure.
It is. And so when people, they always want to disguise the truth.
All right. Wow. Power went out, but we're back at it. We're back at it like a crack addict, man. So
They tried to stop us.
Man, I just can't believe that just happened. But you know what, man? It's basically just kind of just picking off where I left off, which is talking about what we believe in. So that leads me to this question, which is, what's the dumbest thing that you believed in as a kid?
Let me see. I didn't believe in no dumb shit because my mom and my dad was very transparent. Like, my mom, she was just like, Santa Claus isn't real.
Okay.
There's no fucking Easter bunny. Like, my dad and my mom, they would really talk to me like I was grown. And so I never believed in no dumbass shit. But something that somebody just corrected me on is like, teachers don't get paid during the summer. Because I was like...
Like, you didn't know that they didn't?
I didn't know. I was like, they always talking this shit. Like, they don't make no money. But when summertime come, they still eat. The whole time, oh my God. Because they got another job or they had money saved up. Because I'm like, I want to get another job. And then my friend, she was just like, she's a teacher. She's finna go get, her certifications to be a real teacher in a school. But right now she works at a daycare. I'm like, oh shit, I'm finna be a teacher too so I can have the summer off. And then I'm going to be in Miami and shit.
Miami is hilarious.
Still getting a check. Oh my God, no. And so I was like, damn, what can you do nowadays that's just an easy little come up? Nothing.
Man.
You got to get out the mud every time.
Hell yeah, you got to get that shit out the mud. That's funny as fuck.
Our teachers really had it easy.
To a certain extent, they kind of do, because it's a matter of like what position you put yourself in at the school. Because some of them will find jobs just having a relationship with somebody in power or whatever the case. But that's funny as fuck, I do know a couple teachers too. So like seeing them now, it's spring break right now. So I'm seeing all the teachers like out on another walk, facing a joint, out at the bar. And it's like shot number 7.
Like, what the hell are y'all doing?
I'm like, you ain't got no assignments to grade over this break. You just, just guzzling down tequila.
They're fucking chilling.
Man, see, now I feel funny as hell about to tell you this about the dumbest thing I believed in as a kid. Fucking, do you remember the movie Like Mike? So freaking, when I was probably in about like 5th grade, I was watching the shit out of that movie because that's when I started playing basketball as a kid. and my mom got me these shoes. They were the low top Air Jordan with like the Air Jordan ones, basically, but they're low top and they're green. And I remember it kind of reminded me of the movie Like Mike. So when I put them on for my first game, I was like lacing them up, whispering like, "Make me like Mike." And I thought I was really about to show out in that. I was trash that game. I'm gonna go ahead and be honest. The powers did not work. The powers didn't work.
Oh, hell no.
I thought I was about to be playing like Bow Wow for real.
I'm fucking screaming.
Yeah, fucking. It didn't go as well as I thought, but you know what? I had the heart. I was like, you know what? I'm about to come out here and I'm about to be crossing over all these people. I might fuck around and dunk.
Hell
No.
yeah.
Got my shit swatted. I was like, you know what? Maybe this basketball's not in these shoes.
Mm-mm-mm.
Man, that's funny, man. Dang. But I will say that, like, the one thing about how you saying about being transparency, how does that work for you now? Like, do you feel like you become extremely transparent with people over time because of that?
Yeah. Like
I already know about the laugh. You're about to say some wild shit, so go for it.
oh my gosh. Okay, so don't cancel me. Hashtag don't cancel me.
Oh,
You
shit.
can't cancel me now because I said it. Ah ha ha ha. Okay, so literally, I was talking to this guy, and this was our first date, and this was last week. So he was talking about how he's really spiritual, and he was thinking about being a Buddhist, and that he wants to, go through his spiritual journey and shave his head. And I was like, wait a minute, like, I don't like bald people. This would not work.
I don't like bald people.
And he was just like, I want to start over, shave my head bald, maybe keep it bald and be more spiritual. I was like, that's great. Like, I encourage you, but like, I just don't like bald people. We can't work. And he was just like, damn, straight like that. And I was just like, yeah.
Man.
Unless he was, and I was just like, like you act like it's like cancer or something. Like, no, this is your choice.
You know. How old is this dude? Is the question.
Oh, he was 23.
Oh my God. Choosing to be bald at 23. That's just, you know what? I can understand that. I can understand that because you know what? Being bald under 32 is a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're trying to be one with the earth or whatever the case.
I don't know. I was stepping out of my comfort zone. Like, I would never do that again. I was like, let me try something different than the first day. I'm going to be a Buddhist. Like, what the fuck?
I'm going to be a Buddhist.
Nothing against Buddhists, but it's just like, damn, you should have said that ahead of time.
You should have sent that in the text. What, you wanted that to be his contact name or something? You know how iPhones will add you? I want to be a Buddhist.
Oh my God. It does.
That's funny.
Oh my God. Speaking about iPhones.
Okay, let's see.
Oh
What
my
you got for me?
God.
I think my shit turn off again, so.
iPhones are so federal. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And then social media too. Oh my God. I started screen recording because you send a TikTok, boom, they got your whole TikTok. Like,
What?
yes.
What you mean?
If I send you a TikTok right now, I'm gonna send him a TikTok. Now he has my whole TikTok. Like if I give him my number, he's gonna have access to my Snapchat. Everything's gonna correlate, and I hate that. And iPhones are so federal. Like,
Talking about the people you may know based off of context.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
I'm tired of this. It's just like so annoying. You can't even like send a funny TikTok to a coworker. Now they have your whole social media, and then they're gonna be like, you call out. They're gonna be like, oh, we seen you made a TikTok last night at the club. Like, what the hell? You can't do nothing nowadays.
It's funny because like I hear that as like a constant conversation with like women, like always valuing their privacy for people outside, like as far as like especially coworkers to be specific. And it's never really something that I've ever even thought about because I'm like, I don't really got shit going on in my life. I'm like, yeah, you can see these little stupid ass videos I repost. You know, I repost somebody screaming in a Target, just like you're going to see some stupid shit. So it's like if you follow me, I'm not going to be hurt about it. But also the fact that I can literally just send you a funny video and just all of a sudden, as soon as I send you the video, I don't have your number saved. And I say, is this maybe Ricky? Oh, and then you pull
Yes.
up his TikTok, and all of a sudden it's like, wait, there's 3 different TikToks that you could find based off this video.
Yep. And then if you send someone a photo and then it ends up in your gallery, now you have face recognition, and they made a whole album of the person that you got a photo from, and they scan your face.
Oh, so don't tell me you got a couple of those of other people.
Yes. And it just popped up in my phone like randomly. I'm like, wait a minute, this is too much going
Your
on.
phone is turning into Snapchat. They're like, remember this?
Yeah. I'm like, whoa. I don't want to remember that.
Oh my God.
Oh, damn.
I would see all those memes all the time, and it's like Snapchat be like, remember this memory? It's like, no, I don't remember this memory. This one I went to the hospital after getting stabbed in the face. Like, why would I want to remember
I
this?
don't want to remember this. And it's just like they can scan it and see if you're smiling or not because they put the little caption in it, having a great day or something. Like now they put their own captions in there.
Yeah, what? Now that you say specifically about them being federal, I actually talked to an Apple employee about this new AI. I don't know how you feel about AI, but
I hate AI. And it's just like, damn, I really want it to be useful for real. Like, I want to be like, AI, make me a hit song. Like, some radio play.
it can't do
Give
that.
me a good radio.
It can't do that. There's a
What?
website. Fucking. Let me pull this shit up. My homie used to make songs with it. He made like a little AI EP.
What?
Let me find the fucking site. Where is that bitch at?
And I was just having a conversation the other day about hit songs. Like,
Suno.
it's this artist. His name is Hurricane Wisdom, and he makes really good songs. And all of a sudden, a random song that he's just saying random things blew up. And he has amazing music, and he's been making music, and it's so crazy. He just put up the Suno app.
You could literally type the prompt and say, make me a song and make me sound like Lil Yachty mixed with Aaliyah mixed with Twista on a Kanye West beat.
This is sick. And then what I really hate is like, if it's some crazy shit that they made with AI, people could be like, oh, that's AI. And it really could be AI. It's not an inside joke anymore. It really could be. And I hate that.
Yeah, freaking. I don't know if you have any of these newer iPhones, but I figured out that with their AI intelligence, if you're using your notes, and let's say like you use your notes to like type up like a little prompt as far as like a story or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
with their AI system, it can recommend how to complete the story, how to complete the paragraph. But what she explained to me is that if you use the AI prompts and it saves everything to your story, that then gets stored into the AI system for other people to use your ideas whenever they're asking for AI to type them a prompt.
Oh my God. See, on one hand, it's for people when they hit a roadblock, but on the other end, it's for people to cut off their whole sense of thinking. Like, people can't even have a chance to think anymore if you're just going to go ahead and give them all the answers. But then it's just like it benefits because what if someone hits a roadblock and they're like, damn, like, I really cannot come up with anything. So it's a win-win. But for me, thumbs down. I don't like it.
I'm with you.
Mm.
I don't blame you on that because, like, everything is always good until it's too much. They always
Yup.
say too much of anything can really get to you at a certain point.
It really can. When people, they overindulge in something, it just gets to a point where it's just like, damn, like it really take a toll on you. And you can like even show like people, if they use AI too much, motherfucker, can you form a thought now?
Can you form a thought?
Like, fuck.
Man.
When people drink too much, it's like, damn, it's showing in your appearance. Like you're sluggish. You got bags. Fuck.
Ugh. Yeah, that's another thing. You know what? That's the truth because everybody's so worried about AI, but what AI can't take out is the heart and the love that people have for something.
Real shit.
Because if you think about it, even with music, yeah, you can make an AI song and it can manipulate your voice based off of saying apples to apples,
Mm-hmm.
but they can't bring the pain that you talk about in the song. They can't paint the excitement that you have when you're talking about a certain record, when you hear a certain beat. Even the same thing whenever you're writing out a story. Anybody can write out literature if you read anything, but can you really pull out a real emotion because you're connected to something that happened to you?
Mm-hmm. Real shit.
So that's the one thing that I've realized to not necessarily be worried about these kind of things. It is something to where I'm like, at some point I'm gonna have to utilize it for something, but I'm not ready to dive into it. I won't lie to you.
Mm. That's another thing when it comes to AI. I remember when they first started making the AI Facebook thing to where like, oh, see how your future baby looks. Oh, see how you look like if you were a guy, if you were a girl. Like at the end of the day, they're really just face recognition and they're scanning your face and they're analyzing it, putting it in a whole database. You're trying to see what your future kids look like for 5 seconds. Now they got your whole face. Like you post a picture, they got your whole face. It's like everything has a hidden agenda to it. Everything is deeper than what it is. And a lot of people, they just like, they don't see past it, but it's like, it is what it is. That's why they stay, what's that one place overseas? Is it South Korea or North Korea?
North Korea.
North Korea with the dictator that you can't even go over there and travel. They don't even like you
Yeah, North Korea.
over there. It's just like, they say that they're so heavily dictated, but you could be dictated in whole time. And then your mind, you think you're free. It's like a secret like, what is it? Secret dictator. But when it comes down to it, this is the land of the free.
This is the land of the free. You're funny. You know, it's funny that you bring up Asia specifically because I don't know about your timeline or your, what do they call it, news feed on TikToks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been noticing a huge uptick in like the interest in Japan. Like, what is it about Japan that's making us in America want to be like, let's go move to Japan? Japan's in 2030.
Oh my gosh. I haven't seen it, but word the mouth, they got to me. Like people talk about it all the time. I want to get my passport. I want to go to Japan. I want to move to Japan. Have you ever been to Japan? And I swear to God, it has never crossed my mind ever in life to move to Japan.
So what the fuck is in Japan?
Like I see a lot of people, they like their culture. They say that, their technology is cool. They like the car scene out there. And it's just like nothing has ever, I don't like anything over there, but it's been sparking up some popularity. People like it. So
Not even if there was something Hello Kitty related.
I like Hello Kitty, but not that much. I
got
wouldn't
you.
up and leave and be like, oh my God, Hello Kitty's here. I'm going to be here. No. Ship that shit to me.
Hey, there you go. There you go. That's why we got FedEx. That's why we got UPS.
Yes. Next day.
Next day. Nah, I don't know. It's just something about like overseas that everybody just has like an interest in.
Mm.
But I think a lot of things that people don't realize is a lot of overseas food is disgusting.
What? I seen Keith Lee trending because he said UK food was nasty. And
Really?
everybody in UK was just like, I know you're not talking. Y'all food has heavy fats in it. Like your food is poison. I can't believe you said this about our food. And it's just like it's a preference, but it's a it's a popular opinion.
For sure.
So when a lot of people say it's nasty,
You can't blame us for like agreeing with somebody.
yes, when a lot of people say something, I mean, hey, the mass majority sometimes win.
For sure. And I think a lot of it is just because like over here we know how to flavor, we know how to season. They just kind of just throw that shit in a pot and take it to the heart.
And call it a day. Like, oh my God. If you live in the UK and you're like listening to this, I want you to post your season cabinet.
Your season cabinet.
And when it comes to your cabinet, I want to see what type of seasons they like flavor in there because I know that the UK is a melting pot just like the US.
Right.
So a lot of people come from other countries and they're in there because I know a lot of like Nigerians and a lot of people move to the UK. So don't show me your Nigerian cabinet where you have your spices from Nigeria. No, show me the popular UK because like us, like us, we got a lot of like what's that one season? I think it's like Bay something. I forgot.
Like
what it's
basil?
called. No, it's like a Cajun season.
Bay leaf?
No, I forgot what it is. It's like Bay something, but my goodness, I can't think of it.
Say
It's
season.
making me angry.
You're making me angry. Let me see. You said season starts with C.
No, it's a season and it's like Bay something.
Oh.
And the signal would be bad.
Let me see. Oh, seasoning is what I should probably. Seasoning starts with what? Old Bay?
Yes.
You're funny.
Mm-hmm. They need some of that. They should use that. I don't know if they have it or not, but I feel like when you put that in stuff, like it just gives it an extra pizzazz.
Wow, that was an amazing callback right there. The fact that you love Old Bay. Do you know where Old Bay originally was created?
Where?
Baltimore.
Oh my, it's a full circle. The universe is crazy.
It's a full circle. Get the fuck out of here.
The universe is so crazy.
That is funny. I did not know that. What the fuck? You're funny.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Mm-mm-mm. Now that's hilarious. But
We learn new stuff every day.
man, that's why I love Google. But you know what though? I will be honest on the topic of Google. Google now has this AI capability. When you're searching up something, it'll give you a general prompt based off of all the stuff that pops up on that page. But
Mm-mm-mm.
it is very useful if you ever look up your dreams. Have you ever done that before?
Yes. I like always have dreams of my teeth falling out. Like I really love my teeth.
Really?
Yes. And so I feel like dreams is like something like if the worst could happen, that's the dreams that I always have. And I hate people when they're like, "Oh, I had a dream that SpongeBob visit me. I had a dream that, Scooby Doo was cooking me a hamburger." It's like, "Oh, okay."
What?
I had a dream that my mom fucking died. Yeah.
Holy shit. Had a dream that my mom fucking died. I mean,
I'm so jealous. It's like, damn, you live life and you go through shit, and then in your dreams you're having fun. Damn, must be.
bro, seriously though,
But it's rare that I dream. But when I dream, it's some fucked up shit.
man. But they always say that like those like really fucked up dreams have like great meanings behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Like specifically how you were just saying like somebody passing away in your dream. They say that if somebody close to you passes in a dream that you have, that means that they're about to elevate to a crazy level. And then with the teeth falling, I've heard of that before. So it almost makes me wonder, do you put yourself into a lot of situations that cause you that anxiety of those dreams?
All the time. If you're not putting yourself in crazy positions, are you really living?
Hey, listen, man, you're out there living it. You're wild. Let's see, meaning of teeth falling out in a dream. Like freaking, yeah, look at this AI overview. Dreaming about teeth falling out often symbolizes feelings of insecurity, anxiety, a sense of loss, or major life changes. Let's see. As teeth represent our ability to face challenges in our self image, so losing them in a dream can reflect a fear of losing control or facing significant transitions in life. Shout out to AI.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember back in the day when you would get on Google and you type a couple words and like the search bar would have all the different things. Now they added AI. So it's like now the limit is endless.
The limit is endless. It's always been endless, but a lot of us didn't realize that we had all the extra capability to get past the limit.
Mm-hmm.
Or let me rephrase, a lot of people didn't realize that they could even reach past the limit. A lot of people, they can't even get the first foot in front of the other.
Honestly, I don't like when people limit themselves. So that is something that, AI has a benefit of because like he said, he is very correct. A lot of people, they don't even know that they could, walk. They're like they're crawling, but it's just like you got the tools to get up and walk. Walk, put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, I always hear people older than us are always like, we all got the same 24, how do you work yours? And I think, what it ultimately kind of comes down to is where do you see yourself or where do you want to go? That's when you kind of start to make that switch and start utilizing AI and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Man. But, one of these days, maybe you'll get that SpongeBob dream.
Fingers crossed, please.
Fingers crossed.
Please, 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 please.
Oh man, well I think I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this one. Bro, what the fuck, man? You know
What type of dreams you have?
What type of dreams? I have some pretty interesting dreams, man. I'll tell you a funny dream, and then I'll tell you a funny dream. I have some fucked up dreams, but I don't think I got time for that unless you're trying to hear that. But so I had a funny dream when I was in high school. I used to work at Popeyes, and when I was a senior in high school, I picked up more overtime to where I was there a lot more actively. And I started to feel like I was living at Popeyes. So I had a dream that I literally was working at Popeyes and I lived in an apartment style where it was above the Popeyes. So I was like, what the fuck? I'm literally living at work. And in the dream, I got off of my shift and I walked outside. And when I walked outside after getting off of my shift, an old friend of mine was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? It's 5 a.m. You're supposed to be going to work, aren't you? And I was like, I just got off of work. What the fuck are you talking about? But it was that dream And so I was like, man, I was like, maybe I'm just like sleepy, I'm sleep deprived or whatever. And in the dream, no fucking joke, Cat in the Hat starts running full speed towards me. And then he looks at me, he's like, you gotta hide me. You gotta hide me. And magically, somebody's carpet that they just ripped out of the house next door was outside. So I was like, I guess I'm hiding you in the fucking carpet then. And I'm hiding Cat in the Hat in this carpet. And friend pulls back up and he's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be going to work at this point. And then I woke up. So
Must be nice.
but that was high school though. High school, freaking after high school, I started having dreams of like people who I used to be close with, like setting me up and shit like that. Or like I had a dream that somebody that I was close with at one point broke into my house and woke me up out of my sleep. So I've had those kind of dreams too, but like for the most part, I don't really dream either. So like the chance when I do get a chance to dream, I'm like, oh fuck yeah. I think I had a very recent dream that kind of just stuck out. Oh, I actually had a dream. I don't know why. Maybe it's just that I'm turning into like that dad who's just wearing like button ups and like cowboy hats and shit like that.
Well, that's a nice transition. The maturity in there. Like, I feel like when dads start transitioning to that, they get into that, oh, I remember back in the day. Now he got a story. Like, they always got a story. Like, the uncle with the button up, he always got a story. It's just like, oh my God, get ready to sit down and listen to it. When I was your age and I was in school, we had it rough. Like, you should be thankful. It's just like, damn. I used to walk miles to school. Like, what the hell?
I used to walk up and down in the snow. Like, what the fuck are you talking about in the snow? Man.
Oh my God.
I guess that's what it was because I started having dreams that I was buying a truck, like repeatedly. Like Silverado, buying a Ram, buying a GMC. But in every single dream after driving it, I was like, I got to return this. I can't afford this fucking truck. But when I looked it up, I had a dream. I looked it up that if you have a dream about driving some kind of larger truck, it's basically telling you that you actually have the capability to take on more because since a truck's main purpose is hauling heavy stuff, it's like saying like you have the ability to do more and take on more, but you're afraid to get in the driver's seat to take on this more capability or responsibility.
It makes sense.
But yeah, my dreams, they can get kind of funny. Like I said, the cat in the hat dream, but every once in a while I get kind of like an eye-opening dream to where it makes me start thinking, or you wake up next to your dog and you're like, man, you're gonna be the epitome of me. You're gonna let somebody in this house one of these days and I'm not gonna know what the fuck to do.
You start second guessing your dog. You plotting on me? I had a random dream not too long ago. It's like they're either fucked up or real random.
For sure.
I had seen Lil RT in Penn Square Mall, and he was trying to give me $20.
What was he trying to give you $20 for?
We was in line at the Chick-fil-A at Penn Square Mall.
On a cold summer day.
And like I was waiting in line, and then I look over, I'm like, what the fuck? Is this Lil RT? And then he was like, you want $20? You trying to get some Chick-fil-A? And I was just like, yeah, give me the $20.
Give me the $20. Fuck. I was gonna buy the food anyways.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh shit, thanks. And I got my Chick-fil-A and I woke up. I was like, what the fuck?
Could you imagine seeing him in person?
I mean, like, it's so random. It's just like, I know kid stars and kid rappers aren't anything foreign, but it's just like, when I see little videos of, Bow Wow back in the day, he was cussing. He was saying crazy shit at the beginning. Because I think if I remember, he was signed to Death Row or something. Like, Death Row wanted to sign him or something like that.
They did.
Yeah, and so he was cussing and stuff. But Lil RT, he's going all out with it. He's cussing. He's in,
Doing pop
20 versus 1.
Oh, they got this little... Bro, oh yeah, that's right. It was a bunch of little kids. I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on? That shit pissed me off. I'm not gonna cap to you. I was like,
I seen one. It was so sick. This little girl was just like, "Can we Netflix and chill?"
Whoa.
And then the mom was just like, she said she wants to Netflix and chill. He was like, I'm gonna go ahead and pass her.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass her, bro. What?
It was crazy, but yeah, Lil RT is crazy. I feel like they put him in positions to where sometimes he like, I don't even want to do this. But they like make that money. And unfortunately, that's what it is.
That's what happens with childhood stars. So, thankful to us, we made it out without being exploited.
Yeah, they're coming out with so many documentaries. I've seen so much crazy shit. The cast of Barney. I've seen Nickelodeon.
Oh, we knew that guy was
Disney.
weird.
Yeah, it's just like we knew it, and now y'all want to tell us like, okay, like what now? And the crazy thing is, it's still happening. So you're bringing awareness to something that you know is not going to change because nobody's doing anything.
For sure.
These parents, they're signing their kids away, and it's just like, is it ever going to stop? You've exposed it. Now what? Put some action behind it. Make an organization. Make sure that somebody speaks up, but nobody's doing it.
Man. Shoot. Yeah, on that aspect, man, I tell you what, it's thank you so much for coming on the show. Like, that was a funny ass moment that you made my podcast turn off. I'm gonna remember that forever. That's
the
funny
government.
stuff. It's the government. Well, shout out to y'all. Hopefully you put me in a good position at some point, man. Listen. But on that aspect, I'm gonna go ahead and sign myself off. I'm gonna let you sign off. If you got any ads or if people want to keep up with you need to do something. You got a personality on you.
Oh my gosh. If you guys want to go ahead and follow me, my social media is going to be Solo Monae _. That's SOLOMONAE _. And then Solo Monae on YouTube as well. And then just tune in, keep up with me. And also tune into my music. I'll be dropping more music and just fuck with me. Signing off. And that's just what it is.
Hell yeah, man. Signing off. So thank you so much to everybody who has tuned in. We're out.
Bye.
Going too fast, 150 on a dash, bitch keep up, please don't crash, that's 5-0 on your